what Olympia would be complete without the return of Flex Wheeler.
Stepping back on stage after 2 years, said he was nervous and he was humbled.
Probably the greatest physique ever was Flex Wheeler. Flex Wheeler had the greatest physique, I think, of all time. If you look at some of his shapes were just mind-blowing, some better than others. His shapes were just, I mean, they would decimate people now.
His last Mr. Olympia.
In 2002, Flex announced he was ready to compete. He came out of retirement with a mission. He not only promised to win Mr. Olympia, he promised to revolutionize our sport. He wanted to compete clean.
They called me in 2002 and it was like, listen, you need to rethink your life. I'm sitting there, I'm like 280 pounds and I'm just always, I never went over like 4% body fat. So I'm feeling like Superman. I'm looking like Superman.
We normally train 4 days on, 1 day off. We do 4 sets for every exercise we do and 4 different exercises for each body part. Every now and then we might do 5 sets, depending on how we feel, just to shock the muscle. I believe heavy weights is what build the mass that you need.
You know, obviously being the athlete that I was, I had to use certain things to look that way because when I grew up, I was known as Skinny Kenny. You know, so if you kind of see what I look like as a teenager and then what I end up looking like as a pro athlete, just the metamorphosis that I went through. And the things that I had to take, you'd be like, wow, that's unnormal, that's unhuman. was all in the magazines that I was going to be #1 and all that stuff. And if it was any other show, I'd be like, this is my show. You got to come in and take this. But I just always never believed that I could be #1.
Second place.
A number of reasons. I was fed up with the sport. I was really unhappy. I think I lost myself. Lost myself. I think I lost myself as an athlete, as why I was doing it. I was unhappy being second in the world, or how could you possibly be unhappy being second in the world? But to me, it was like losing.
I remember laying on the floor and, these gentlemen that was in the same room, they didn't even have the ability to be in a top 10. And I remember laying there and them talking about how they were going to win, how hard they trained, and this, that, and other. And I'm like, it just dawned on me. It's like, what's wrong with me? Why can't I believe that I deserve to be #1?
Presented to the third place finisher, Flex Wheeler.
They called me in 2002 and it was like, listen, you need to rethink your life.
234.6.
I never went over 4% body fat.
It'd be interesting to. And I'm gonna start with the back if I'm making this race. Skin is thin, it's very, 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 very thin.
So I'm feeling like Superman. I'm looking like Superman, and they explained to me, listen, you have a disease called focal glomerulosclerosis. And I was like, what is that? And they go, well, it's the most aggressive and deadliest kidney disease known to men. Immediately, I thought okay, I did this, right, because of the things I took. And they're like, no, we know you didn't. I'm like, well, how do you know that? It's like, well, there's kids that had the same disease, and there's another pro athlete, a basketball player who has the disease, but they had explained to me immediately right then, listen, you're not gonna make it out of your 30s without having kidney failure if you don't have a kidney transplant.
I'm really tired with
People constantly say that my sport is just a drug sport and you can't compete in Olympia unless you take drugs. So what I've done, I've submitted myself for the last 2 months to rigorous drug tests, and I have those results. I competed, getting ready to compete in Olympia come Saturday for the first time ever, stepping down from utilization of sports technology, i.e. drugs, to competing natural. So I'm 100% natural, and my message is, people are going to say, well, you're only able to do it because you're gifted. Well, we're all gifted in a certain way. My message is only that you couldn't look like me on drugs, so don't make an excuse that you can't look like me off drugs. What I'm trying to say is that, just be the best that you possibly can be. I had to prove to myself first still that I can do it, because if I didn't believe in myself, it's no way that I was going to prove it to anyone else. So that was basically what it was, a mental battle. I really had to dig deep and do some soul searching, and when I came up with the energy, it was just blast off from there, and I was just full steam ahead from there.
This year is a stacked Mr. Olympia. We have Markus Ruhl, who gets bigger and bigger. Ronnie Coleman coming to win his next title. Kevin Levrone, who is in amazing shape. Dexter Jackson, who is sharp as a blade. Dennis James. Flex Wheeler doing his last Mr. Olympia. Everyone is here, and the show is about to begin.
The back of Flex Wheeler. He's natural. He stands by that.
Look at that lineup.
Unprecedented in Olympias to have so many of these guys improve so drastically. This is going to be an Olympia that's going to be talked about for many years to come.
Yes.
It's time for the comparisons.
Well, speaking of the results, how'd you feel up there with the call-outs? I mean, you're one of the bodybuilders that's got the best symmetry, the best genetics in the history of the sport, and you're coming back after 2 years. Did you get the kind of call-outs that you were expecting?
No, I didn't know. Honestly, no, I didn't. But I think, for one, these guys have been here for the last 2 years. I haven't. The biggest thing I prayed for is just to be able to accept, no matter what happens tonight, that I could accept it.
10th place plate, Dennis James. And they will present 9th place to Orville Burke. 8th place, Markus Ruhl. In 7th place, Flex Wheeler. Please move forward onto the...
We're speechless.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
We're just speechless over there.
Wow.
Stage official, please.
I'm afraid to make a prediction for the rest of the guys, you know?
For everything else now. I'm sure the internet is abuzz with the Flex Wheeler selection. I'm leaving here and going right to the airport.
Unprecedented in Olympias to have so many of these guys improve so drastically.
You'd have told Dexter Jackson and Gunter they'd been beating Flex Wheeler this year, I don't think they'd have believed you.
Never believed it.
This is something that I love to do. I've been doing it over half my life. I really know nothing else.
I was able to make peace with myself up there on stage, which got rid of all my nerve endings. I was going nuts, and now I'm just ready to go out there, man, and just display. And be happy and remember the whole reason why I came back in the first place.
The last time you'll see him on stage, the Sultan of Symmetry. A physique that will never be duplicated.
Okay, I retire.